Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I'm bringing to you a very exciting new Shop My Stash for Beauty Junkies and other new makeup. My channel, a very special welcome to you. I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave if you like what you see. And if you're new to this series, every month my girl Kelly from Glam with Kelly and I shop our stash according to some kind of theme. Now Kelly has a lot going on right now, so she's not going to be shopping her stash with me this month. I'm flying solo. If you want to know more about that, she does have a life update video over on her channel, which I'll link below, but I believe that that is Kelly's right to share and not mine. So this month, like I said, I'm shopping my stash for some Beauty Junkies makeup, as well as a lot of other makeup that I received in the month of May when I was shopping my stash only for products I would immediately replace in my collection if all of my makeup disappeared. So if you're not familiar with Beauty Junkies, I'll have the information linked down below. I did receive some free product along with what I ordered. I will call that out when I come across that product, those products, and the Get Ready With Me, the products I received for free. There was no agreement upon a review or anything like that. It was simply sent to me complimentary, and so I really appreciate that from Beauty Junkies. But I did purchase the rest of it myself, and it was quite a bit. As well as, I suppose, while I was dreaming of using all of my makeup that I didn't have in my stash last month, I bought a lot of makeup. I did receive a few makeup items for Mother's Day, but I also purchased quite a bit, including 4 dupe palettes that will also be included in my Shop My Stash for this month. You will see all of my Shop My Stash products in one way or another throughout this month because that's a big part of my content here on my channel. So with all of that said, I'm going to be barefaced in 3, 2, 1. So I already have on my Cotz Face Moisture Lightly Tinted Sunscreen, as well as my Missha BB Cream. I mixed shades 23 and 27, and I also concealed some blemishes. So now we're up to concealer. I'm unofficially panning my First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado concealer, and so that's going to be one I use this month. But the other one that I want to get to know better through the Shop My Stash is the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Light Neutral, and I'm realizing that before, when I was like trying a bunch of concealers, I'm using the Beauty Junkies sponge. I was using the Juno & Co sponge, which is a very nice sponge, but it is, if you're unfamiliar, like a microfiber sponge. It has like little hairs, for lack of a better word. It has texture to it, and I honestly wonder if that did affect the effect, so to speak, of some of the concealers that I was trying. So fortunately I didn't declutter many, if any of them. So I'm going to be working my way through those each month, kind of retrying them with different sponges that are more porous, like this one, like Beauty Blender, and so on. This is very soft though. I know a lot of people like these sponges. When I looked up Beauty Junkies on YouTube, mostly it came up about their brushes and their sponge. For powder this month, I'm going to use the Sephora MicroSmooth powder. This is in the shade 15 Light Nude. Other things that I'm going to be using for complexion this month, other than what we use today, are the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I've never tried that before, and I got a little sample, as well as the Kiko Milano Tuscan Sunshine Perfecting Powder. I'm going to use this just to set my eyes today because I do have a powder from Beauty Junkees that I want to try for the face. But this is the Pro Setting Brush from Beauty Junkees, and the powder, supposedly this is supposed to be a really good powder for setting under the eye. I've always wanted a setting brush like this. I don't know why. One, I think it'd be good for setting under the eyes, but two, it'd be great for a little targeted highlighting brush, I think. And this powder is new to me. It was something that my girl Kelly from Glam with Kelly, my usual Shop My Stash partner, it's something that she ordered, and then she said, I believe she said it was Risa Does Makeup. I'll link both Kelly and Risa down below. Said that this was like a phenomenal under eye powder, and I could see where it would be because it's very finely milled. There's very little kick up, so it's hard to get too much powder on your brush, and it is very smooth. I have tried this on the rest of my face and it worked really well for that, but I do want to try the Beauty Junkees powder. This is the Pro Contour Kit from Beauty Junkees, and you have 6 shades in here. This one has the tiniest bit of sheen to it, like a very, very natural highlighting powder. You get a banana powder, a face powder, and then 3 like bronzer contour shades. So I'm not going to use all of these today. I want to play with them, but I am going to use their Pro Large powder brush and go into the second shade here just to lightly set my face. This brush is just so soft. I love it so much. It doesn't take much, I don't think, to decide whether a brush is good or not. Like, it either feels nice and applies makeup beautifully or it doesn't. And so I don't know, I think they're good brushes. Obviously, if they don't wash well or anything like that, I will update you on the brushes as well, but so far so good. So Fawn appears to be a little bit more cool tone. I'm gonna take this Pro Sculptor brush and kind of lightly contour a little bit. This does, ooh, kick up. This does look like it'll be a nice like contouring brush. And then put this way up right along the hairline in here where I like the shadow to be the deepest. A lot of times I just do that with bronzer, but certainly doesn't hurt if we're gonna contour the cheeks. And then because this is a little more precision than what I'll use for bronzer, I'm gonna use this for the sides of the nose. When in Rome, when using a contour, you know, it may as well use it the places where I kind of bronzer. Especially in places where you want more of a shadow like this. I definitely want to disguise the shins. Multiple. Taking the same brush we used for powder, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the second shade, which is Java, and bronze the face a little bit, add a little warmth to the skin. And this is actually the exact kind of brush I would normally use for bronzer, depending on the bronzer, but especially a matte bronzer. This is one from Delium Tools, and to be honest, the Beauty Junkees one is definitely softer, so I do like a big fluffy but kind of flat bronzer brush personally. And these are just blending effortlessly, these powders. I'm very impressed. Love me a good bronzer. Didn't necessarily know that before, but now I definitely do, because my bronzer collection has really grown. Like obnoxiously. Man, I feel like my skin looks nice today. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. In terms of other bronzers and whatnot for this month, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I bought a new shade, which is just the bronzer shade, which is the second lightest shade. And then also the Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in Butter Biscuit. The Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer Mini in Seychelles. And then that's all for bronzer contour. So one of the other things that I purchased myself from Beauty Junkees was 2 of their blush and highlighter duos. I believe these are on special for $8 right now, and you get both of the blush and the coordinating highlighter. But I think with where I think I'm going with the eye look, I'm gonna go peachy, or I mean pinky. So the blush is called Twilight Dream Powder Blush, and the highlight is the Pink Parfait highlighter. For the blush, I'm gonna use this Pro Multitasker brush. Ooh, that's pretty. And here we go. Wow, right off the bat, beautifully pigmented and a beautiful shade of pink. I love me a pink blush. Yes, I do. This is going to be gorgeous. A little bit on the end of the nose. These brushes, man. I really hope I can get my hands on some more of their eyeshadow brushes. At the time that I made my order, they didn't have any of the bigger eye brush sets in stock, so I just picked a few individuals to order for now, for this month, for this video, and because I'm very impatient. So hopefully in the future I will get more of their eye brushes to try, because their face brushes are amazing. All right, here we go. Pink Parfait. Woo! Picks up a good amount of product. Start this up here on the 5 head and work our way down.
Just keep blending, just keep blending, 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 blending. What do we blend?
I love a good pinky highlight. I really do. Look at that. There you can see it. Cupid's bow. As for the rest of my face, this month I'll be using the Kiko Milano Tuscan Sunshine blush in the shade Tuscan Iris, Persona Super Blushes in Georgia and Carmel. I finally got my hands on Georgia. The Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush in the shade Strawberry Drip, MAC Glow Play Blush in Cheeky Devil, Physicians Formula Natural Defense Multicolor Stick SPF 20 in the shade Soft Pink, the Natasha Denona Mini Blush and Glow, also the Clinique Powder Pop Flower Highlighter in Lunar Pop, and bronzer in Solar Pop. What I ordered for eyeshadows was this 28 piece limited edition shadow collection right here. The dual-ended brush did come in here. These palettes are super sturdy and they do have a very nice mirror, but I love that it folds all the way back. That's one thing I like about their palettes. All of their palettes fold all the way back, which is really nice. I was in communication with, I believe, one of the owners or somebody at Beauty Junkees, and you'll notice one shade is missing here. It's the black. It's out of stock. I'm not heard about it. I have plenty of black eyeshadows should the occasion arise where I want to use one. But anyways, what she ended up doing was sending me this other small magnetic palette and these 9 shadows in addition to what I already had ordered. It was so very nice of her, so thank you, Julie from Beauty Junkees. I'm really excited about these, but I really wanted to stick to this set of 28 shadows that you can buy all together today, and then of course these will be incorporated throughout the month. And then I also wanted to mention that the other palettes that I'll be using this month in conjunction with my Beauty Junkees stuff, I have the C Color Cosmetics, the Frost palette, the C Color Cosmetics Savannah palette, the Alter Ego Aurora palette, as well as a You Can Be Magic palette, I believe is what it's called. I haven't received that one in the mail yet, but there you go. Real quick, I'm gonna do my brows off camera. I think that always helps me with my eyeshadow to be able to see the structure of my brows. So I'll be right back, and I will also prime my eyes with my MAC paint pot in Painterly. All right, we're back and ready for eyeshadow. I have no idea whose brows are on my face today, but they're not mine. Okay, so to start out, I really want to start with this pink right here. I'm gonna put the shades on the screen for you throughout the video so you know what they're called, but also so I don't have to pick them up. Ugh, what a pretty color. And I'm just gonna fluff this all in my transition area and see what we come up with. And these are blending out very nicely so far, or this shade is. I think for the next shade, I'm gonna go on to this one right next to the pink we just used. Kind of looks like a rosy taupey brown, and this is going to be my crease color. I'm gonna use this sort of pinched fluffy brush, which is the Pro blending brush. Definitely a little kick up there, but that's never a bad thing in my mind when it comes to eyeshadows. Usually if they're a little kick-uppy like that, means they're going to blend beautifully. So I'm kind of placing this on the outer corner of my eye first, of my lid, mobile lid, and then I'm just kind of working in a circular motion right here in line with the end of my brow. That's where I want the most lift on the eye, so that's kind of what I'm working on. And I want that rosy shade to still, you know, stand out a little bit. So once I have the bulk of my pigment off my brush, I work on the shape of the eye as well as in the crease. So I'm gonna go back to the original pink shade with the original brush, and we're just going to kind of buff out the edges. Not that there's much, but also just to a little bit reinforce that lighter pink tone. And then I'm going to take the flat shader side of this dual-ended brush and pick up some of that second shade that we used, the sort of mauve-y brown, and run this on the lower lash line. I think that's where we're going to leave it for now, and we'll do the lid shade. And I absolutely have to use this one right here. I've been dying to use it since I even just looked at this palette online. So I'm gonna take the other teddy bear brush, which is the Pro All Over Shader, and we're of course going to apply this dry first and then see if we even need to foil it with some spray. So I'm starting this on the center of my eye. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. This feels somewhere like between Lorac and Persona eyeshadows, and you know I love me some Persona eyeshadows. And then I'm also gonna run a little bit of this, just what's left on the brush, on the lower lash line, smoke it a little bit. I'm gonna take this third shade in the palette here. It's the lightest shimmer shade in the palette. I do love me a matte white for an inner corner shade as well though, but I just want to try this one because now I'm like super curious. I'm going to kind of wrap this around the tear duct mostly first and then come into that inner cornerist cavern. I think just to add a tiny bit more rosiness, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, pat this in between the shimmery lid shade and that deeper matte that we used, these three here. I'm gonna pick that up on the teddy bear brush, kind of place this back and forth right here. It'll be nice for a blend, but it'll also kind of like reinforce the pinky tones that are in here. I love it. Very nice. Okay, So what I'm going to do now is pop off of here, do some liner and mascara, and then I will come back and we'll do a lip. I do want to say that I'm not shopping my stash for any lip products this month. I want to work on the couple of things that I have in my project pan, as well as just re-embrace and enjoy and choose whatever I want from my lip collection. So I'm going to do those things. I'll be right back for a lip in 3, 2, 1. Oh, the hair. She's doing her own thing as per usual. I do want a titch more blush just because that is me and I usually apply more blush. So for the lips, I'm going to start off by lining my lips with not my holy grail, but still a good one. This is the MAC lip pencil in Soar. It's a pink. And then we're going in with one of my favorite matte long-lasting lipstick formulas. It is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. This one is in Run the World. Always check your teeth, okay? There it is. I love that pink. I love this look. I'm pretty stoked. What do you guys think? I'm really excited to just have a month of using fun new products and or whatever else I decide to pull out of my stash. But thank you so much to Julie from Beauty Junkees for sending some extra goodies my way. Really excited to get to know these products and review them for you guys eventually, as well as all of the other new products. I did mention that I'm going to be changing things up a little bit on my channel. I'm going to start having a mid-month check-in, get ready with me using my Shop My Stash stuff, as well as at the end of the month I'm going to keep on with the follow-up idea that I did this month, and that is at the end of the month I'm going to come back in a separate video and talk to you guys about how I felt about the products that I used this month. Then we're not taking away and or adding a lot of extra time to these first of the month new Shop My Stash get ready with me's. I feel like I went a little crazy with the blush. Funny when you can see yourself in the viewfinder while you're talking and you're like, damn, that's a lot of blush. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I did. I could hardly sleep last night. No word of a lie. I could hardly sleep last night. I was so excited to dig into this stuff today and just try everything out and put it all away neatly. And I'm a complete nerd. I love you guys. I hope you're staying safe and well. I hope you are being kind to others and to yourself and your loved ones. And I hope if you're wearing makeup right now,
and I hope you are,
that all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon.